Good morning. A very, very happy morning to all of us. It's a Saturday morning, and I wish you the very, very best. I know it's going to be a wonderful weekend ahead, and today is a beautiful day of accomplishments. We've had 25 magical days in this life transformation journey. In this, we have learned manifestation. We have had a basic know-how about the chakras. We've known a little bit about numerology. And then on day 20, day 4, we began the beautiful book Mirror Work, which we completed yesterday on day 25. So thank you for being here in this beautiful, wonderful chapter. And today we'll unfold a magical journey yet again with these two beautiful books that we're going to talk about. Magic, we began this yesterday, and today we'll start the creative visualization. So more power to us because creative visualization is the next step. And all our dreams, how to manifest them. We've learned in the full moon, the new moon. We are kind of learning there. We have 3 more cycles of the full moon and new moon coming our way. And this book will enhance our experience about how to visualize. A lot of us still have blockages about visualization. This book will help us remember that life is easy and all we have to do is visualize. And how to do it? The step by step guidance for all of us. So let's enjoy how life will unfold. Before that, let's come in the peak state programming. Let's take away all our yawns, all our doubts, and everything. And let's start. Thank you, Ritesh sir. Let's have the peak state programming. Yes, we are the winners. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, and then the left leg in the front. No problem, Alona. I understand. That's just fine. Yes, we're the winners. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. Okay. The background voice is overshadowing my voice. Okay, I hope it's clearer now. Okay. Well, I hope if it's better, please let me know. That's going to be fine. All right. Oh, that's a cute message. Okay, why am I wearing this oversized sweatshirt? So, okay, that's cute. So when I lost my bro, I kept back 3 of his sweatshirts, and yeah, it may be oversized. Yes, it is, but I love it because I feel him, and it's very close to my heart. So yeah, once in a while, I just want to feel him, so I wear it. Makes me feel good. So yeah, that's why I'm wearing. But cute message and thanks for being gutsy. Lovely. Ritesh sir, Wonderful. So let's just have this beautiful book in front of us, Leo Cotino's Magic Weight Loss Pill. I did the same with your bestie. You lost your bestie, Rupal? Okay. Yeah. Life gives us shit. We got to embrace it. Move on. Okay. So today we'll talk about the link between oil and the thyroid gland. We were talking about, um, you know, thyroid glands, thyroid, and we can heal it. So Rupal today will read for us. Yatish, so let's have her unmute. In fact, I'll only tell her to unmute. Yes, she's on unmute. Rupal, please read for us the link between oil and thyroid gland.
The link between oil and thyroid gland. Each one of us ingests oil through our food every single day. By consuming the wrong dietary oil, you may be slowly poisoning and weakening your cells and organs. The right oil energizes and nourishes your cells and organs and translates to better hormone production and immunity. In my opinion, consumption of the wrong dietary oils is one of the main reasons why people have thyroid issues today. Polyunsaturated oils like soybean oil, corn oil, sunflower oil, and vegetable oils have flooded the market, pushing out unrefined, cold pressed, natural saturated fats, which are best for cooking. For example, soybean oil is found in almost every processed food. It is difficult to visit a restaurant that doesn't use soybean oil or use some vegetable oil that contains soybean. Soybean is polyunsaturated oil. This and its producers are used to feed livestock to fatten the animal. It also promotes unhealthy weight gain in human beings. Unsaturated oils block production of thyroxine by the thyroid gland and lessen communication between hormones and cells. This communication is essential for weight loss, hormonal balance, and any bodily function, as every function is chemical in nature. Importantly, all this communication is controlled by thyroxine. Therefore, your cells could be containing and storing more fat, which is not natural. Polyunsaturated fats also oxidize quickly and turn rancid in your cells. This compromises liver function and production of enzymes required to convert fat into energy, adding to the weight gain caused by an underactive thyroid. To convert fat into energy, you need thyroid 4, T4, and thyroid 3, T3. Conversion of T4 to T3 needs to be effective to generate enzymes that allow conversion of fat into energy. Consuming the wrong food and fats impairs the conversion and puts oxidative stress on your liver.
I think if all of us are clear, she can continue reading, right? It's very, very clear. We don't need a clarification. If there is, please just let me know on the chat box. Please continue, Rupal.
Secondly, a thyroid gland that is not functioning optimally causes excessive production of estrogen. With high estrogen levels, the body produces less of protective hormone like progesterone. The third important function of thyroxine is to eliminate cholesterol from the human body. A lot of people do the thyroid stimulating hormone test to determine if all these functions are taking place smoothly. However, this is not enough, as people can have TSH levels within a recommended range but still have an underactive thyroid gland. To be sure, you need to do the TSH test and check T3 and T4 levels. I also recommend the TPO, thyroid peroxidase, and TG, thyroglobulin antibody tests to see if the thyroid issue is an autoimmune condition. Doing all these tests will give the patient and doctor a clearer picture. Now let's discuss how you can remedy the situation. The best thing for your thyroid gland is virgin coconut oil. This miracle oil has been used for years to treat not only thyroid disease, but also those ranging from cancer to obesity. Unlike a polyunsaturated fat, which is long chain fatty acid, pure virgin coconut oil is a medium chain triglyceride, MCT. MCT metabolizes quickly with the least possible oxidative stress on the liver tissues and organs, which allows conversion of fat into energy and T4 into T3. The oil stimulates the thyroid gland, energizing, nourishing, and healing it, unlike your thyroid medication, which just gives it a little more thyroxine. Pure virgin coconut oil also increases metabolic activity and helps you burn belly fat. 2-3 tablespoons of cold pressed pure virgin coconut oil every day is enough to begin the healing process. While it can be had raw, I definitely recommend cooking with it. If you use a tablespoon of any other oil to cook a particular dish, use half a tablespoon when you switch to coconut oil, because the quantity and the viscosity of the latter is such that you can cook more food with less oil. If you're worried about the smell, rest assured, because cold pressed coconut oil doesn't smell like coconut. It is a very light, nutty, and a sweet flavor when had raw or mixed with salads. You also need to take care
So,
of.
for people who,
No
one
problem.
second.
Sorry.
So, this is a great oil. Why? Because our belly fat, if men have it, women have it, it's going to go. So, how do you switch over? Obviously, it has a typical taste. In South of India, people only cook with this, right? And when you eat food, like when I went to Kerala, we were on a houseboat, I really puked because I wasn't used to that pure cooking of coconut oil, and it just didn't sit with my system, and I really puked. The first time I had that coffee also with that keto coffee, I puked because it's got a very typical taste. But how do you switch over? If you're putting 1.5 tablespoon of your normal oil, start with half. You get that intertwined in your body. If you're living in a small family, it's easy for you to do it. Just tell your cook ki thoda itna. I know it's a problem, but the quantity used is much lesser because the viscosity is much higher. So try to intertwine if it's possible. Then it's fantastic. Alifia has been using it. It tastes great. So she's already loved it. So it's a very healthy oil because when it's made, it's got a shorter chain, so it breaks easier and it gets in a body easier. And it'll help you to lose weight. The other oils are really, really too much. So Ashima, I have been using Green Sense. Monish Sancheti's oil. I called like he gifted me a kilo of it, so I've been using that. But there are many in the market, so just go and see the credentials. Let it be cold pressed and just see what you pick up. Pick up a small bottle first, see if you like it, and then start cooking. Why is it great? Because people who are looking at weight loss and a good health gain in the longevity of a life, this is going to be great. So yeah, even Anjuji has been using. So glad that people living overseas have already switched over to this lovely oil. Fabulous. Please continue, Rupal.
You may also need to take care of your intake of certain minerals such as selenium to make sure your thyroid gland heals well. Selenium gets depleted when your thyroid gland is not functioning optimally. In severe cases of thyroid issues, you may need to take supplements. If you don't want to take plant-based selenium supplements, you can increase the consumption of food such as Brazil nuts, almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds. At the same time, make sure your diet contains adequate iodine and vitamins A and D.
So these adding of these seeds is so easy. You could just have to, it's like your own dried seeds come, just pick up a jar and sprinkle on whatever. It tastes great, it's crunchy. And the best, it's giving you so much of minerals that your body needs, which you're not getting otherwise. So try and have these. And I, from years, have been trying to put them on my salads. So it's very, very healthy. So please, then you don't even have to take so many artificial supplements or anything because you're adding this to your diet any which way. So it's going to be great. Please read further.
Apart from consuming the right oil and supplementing with selenium, balanced nutrition is a must for your thyroid gland to heal and function properly. Those who suffer from the condition should not leave should not have too many raw vegetables, whether consumed whole or in the form of juice. Cruciferous vegetables especially should be steamed. This is because the high sulfur content can harm the thyroid gland. To make sure that the body receives the most of this balanced diet, adequate exercise is necessary. Good blood circulation carries oxygen and nutrients from the foods to your cell. More the nutrients, more the energy your cells receive. The stronger your cells, the more balanced your hormones, and the stronger your immunity will be. You will also want to make sure you sleep well and enough, because the thyroid gland, liver, and kidneys rejuvenate while you are asleep. They get stronger as you rest, and your cortisol levels also drop to the lowest at this point. You can even add a bit of pleasure to all these changes by making sure you have sex. Safe, hygienic sex is great for thyroid function because DHEA and testosterone, which are sex hormones, boost immunity and regenerate the enzymes that impact production of thyroxine.
So please remember, your sleep is extremely important. How much sleep is defined by when you wake up in the morning. How are you feeling? Are you pushing yourself out of the bed and saying, "Oh, utna padega, I'll have to wake up"? Or are you like fresh? Depends on that. There's one thing called lethargic mind where you say, "Oh, let me sleep a little extra," but that doesn't mean that you're maybe tired. So your energy level will determine how much you need. Like yesterday, I was talking to Shelly, and she says, "Ma'am, is 5 hours of sleep enough for you?" I said, "Yes, it is." She's like, "How come?" I said, 20 minutes of meditation for me is equal to 1 hour of sleep for me. So when I meditate, I have so much of energy. I don't need to sleep so much. And for me, this the structure in life is, I love learning. I love reading. I love hearing good stuff. So I'm very happy to be doing that rather than sleeping. And when my body doesn't need it, I've been conditioned for so many years to sleep 5 hours, and I'm very comfortable. So it's just fine. So remember, sleep quality depends upon how much you feel fresh. That's the reason I said once before, tell your body in bed in the night that now I'm going to sleep and it's going to be a deep sleep. The quality of sleep depends upon the deep sleep, the period when you're completely sleeping, when you're not fidgety and not waking up, turning, twisting. That's a deep sleep. So now, the stronger your cells, the more balanced your hormones are. The more nutrients you have, the more energy you have. So that's how you are. So if you're sleeping well, you're taking care of yourself, it's great. And I have always been a promoter of good sex because I believe that that's something which is great for our life. So till whatever age we are in, if possible, if you have partners, great. If not, just pamper yourself well because happiness quotient is very, very important. All right, let's move further.
As of now, I have hundreds of clients across the globe who have been on thyroid medication for years, and after making lifestyle changes have been able to safely get off or reduce the dosages to a minimum. If you decide to follow these recommendations, keep your doctor in the loop. Because if you have been on thyroid medication for a long time, you can't get off medication suddenly. You need to transition. Lower your dosage. For example, if you're on 100 mg, you will have to cut it down to 50 mg and then 25 mg and then 5 mg while you incorporate everything mentioned here into your lifestyle. Constantly consult your doctor because sometimes you may get chills or fever when you get off the medication.
Please
These
read.
few li- sorry, yeah. these few lifestyles, these few lifestyle changes will have a significant impact. However, if you think it's unlikely that you will consistently adhere to what I outlined, it's safer to stay onto your medication. When people have diseases caused by low immunity as well as thyroid related ailments, it becomes very difficult to treat those diseases because thyroid function also stimulates immunity. So I encourage everyone to invest in making sure your thyroid gland is healthy.
So the good news is Luke doesn't even say, I mean, Luke says it, but I have a testimony. When I started this book and I followed his lifestyle changes, I was at 125. I was having 125, like, two separate pills. And today I'm on 5 mg. So I know my thyroid has been great, but just the way you just bring down your medication. So I've been bringing it down very, very normally. And I know I'm going to go to zero. So please, let's just be very careful that we can cut our medication very, very thing. So it's just great. All right. So now I have a question. The question is, do we have to soak the chia and the flax seeds? So no, I soak the chia in my almond milk just like 20 minutes prior. It just becomes thicker and it just becomes nicer to eat. So it's, and flax seeds I haven't been soaking. So I think depends. Now, I have never soaked any of my seeds, but nuts I soak for sure. Like walnuts, almonds, they definitely are soaked. None of my nuts I go unsoaked, but seeds I've not been soaking. But if you soak, it's fine. I like the crunch. So each to their own. Thank you, Ritesh sir, for showcasing the book. We start this healing and understanding diabetes tomorrow. And let's move on to this very beautiful book. Today we'll be learning about creative visualization. Just a very, very startup. And so now, Monish and everyone, we've come to a level where we have crossed the first mark. Now, I don't want to be vigilating on your cameras. If all of you think that there's a reason why your cameras are off, please go ahead. I will, of course, be monitoring with my team. So it's just fine. If you have low bandwidth, it's absolutely fine. The only thing is that I don't want anyone to be lying down. And that's the only reason my camera is on. That's about it. So this is a gorgeous book, and I think you'll all love it. It's the 40th anniversary edition, which is the latest book right now. It's got some little more stuff. So creative visualization is all about using our power in our room, in our body. She's talking about washroom, so I said room. So sorry. So it's our power to use our imagination and create what we want in our life. And it's got my most beautiful flower, lotus. I believe lotus is gorgeous because it grows in the dirt and it's so beautiful. And all the Hindu gods and goddesses have a lotus in their picture, come what may. So it's really beautiful. Who is Shakti Gavan? Yes, Shakti Gavan, I'm very proud to say that she's an Indian. And Shakti Gavan provides us with the means to be our own instruments in dramatically and positively changing our lives. And that's what this entire one-to-one day is all about. It's about empowering all of us, right? So, creative visualization is the art of using mental imagery and affirmations to produce positive changes in our life. It's being successfully used in the fields of health, business, creative arts, sports, and in fact has an impact in every area of our life. With more than 6 million copies sold worldwide, this pioneering bestseller and perennial force favorite helped launch a new movement in your personal growth when it was first published. And this is really, really, really a very old book. Shakti Gawain has done this much before Rhonda Byrne, much, much, much before. Now, what does Oprah Winfrey have to say? I do believe, and I have seen in my own life, that creative visualization works. So, when even when we did manifestation, we spoke about this. It's very important. The classic guide is filled with meditations, exercises, techniques that can help us to use the power of our imagination to create what we want in our life. Change our negative habit patterns, improve our self esteem, reach career goals, increase prosperity, develop creativity, increase vitality, improve our health, experience deep relaxation, and much, much more. This book can help us increase our personal mastery of our life. It's an open mind and heart, plus a desire to. Okay, so what does the New Age Journal talk about it? It says an open mind and heart, plus a desire to greatly enrich one's life, are all you need to bring to this book. Then prepare yourself for some rather startling and truly marvelous results. So, open mind and heart, we definitely have. If we are all open to learning something new and transforming us, that's what we are bringing to this book. And we do have a desire to greatly enrich our lives, to transform our lives. So, obviously, life is going to be wonderful. Shakti Gavan is a pioneer in the field of personal growth. Her other best selling books include Living in the Light and The Path of Transformation, Developing Intuition and Creating True Prosperity. So, if any one of you are interested, and she has many, many other books, I think she has about 10, 12 books to her thing. And she does many live workshops and she's living in States. And she also has audios which are available also online also, and you can buy them also. And this book is as old as I am. For I remember it's 78 born. So So the book is 42 years old. So it's really beautiful. And I think even the mirror work and all these, you can heal your life, are also in the 40s, 50s, as old as them. So it's wonderful. Let's turn this page. So creative visualization is dedicated to all of us. Let's move further, sir. And today we're going to be, this is about the audio, this is about what's available. So if you're interested, you can go forward. Let's move, sir. Okay. So as I was saying, this book is published in 2020. It's the latest edition, which we are going to be reading. And it's published in India from Mumbai. It's by Embassy Books, and distribution centers are there. All rights reserved. We're not supposed to use them as our thing. It's just supposed to be used as give reference whenever we use. Okay, let's move. This book is dedicated to all of us. And now the contents. So if you look at the contents, today we will be doing the first part, the first 4 lines. It's a foreword, the publisher's preface, introduction, and the letter to my readers. Tomorrow we'll start the part 1. So let's go step by step. All right, let's flip the book, not the book, the page. Can you please read the foreword for us, Rupal?
Yes.
Thank
Forward.
you.
I read creative visualization for the first time as a starry eyed college junior in 1978. I vividly remember the day I propped myself up against the trunk of a towering oak and felt like time stood still as I devoured each word, convinced that by some cosmic intersection of fates, Shakti Gawain was speaking directly to me. I was excited to apply the concepts and the practices to my college life, and as I did, a whole new world of possibilities opened up to me. At the time, I had been feeling tired, unhappy, and weighted down by the extra 25 pounds I'd been lugging around since I was 13 years old. I knew I wanted to be fit, healthy, and full of energy and joy, but nothing I'd tried before had worked. So I decided to use the techniques in creative visualization to set out to transform myself. I began running every day. And as I ran, I visualized a thin, happy, energetic version of myself. I imagined how I would feel and act in a healthy and fit body. I pictured I pictured the surprised smiles on my parents' faces when they picked me up at the airport for summer break. Sure enough, within 4 months, I had lost those 25 pounds and I felt like a different person. I was full of energy, healthy, and excited about life. My family was stunned. I was elated, and that experience forever transformed my ideas about what was possible when I applied the power of my thoughts to my life.
So, ladies and gentlemen who are looking on a weight loss, how beautiful this book will make you lose weight. Simply. You have been struggling, and with all your practices, I can tell you this book is a breakthrough. Just practice the practices, visualize, and you will most definitely lose extra pounds on your body. It's as simple. Please read.
Creative visualization became my guide, my go to source for inspiration, affirmation, and empowerment. It helped me embrace dreams I hadn't known I had permission to dream. After college, I continued to apply the book's wisdom with great success in every area of my personal and professional life. I've also shared these visualization processes in the trainings I've led for audiences in over 50 countries throughout the world. My gratitude for Shakti has lived on in my heart as I've witnessed year after year the powerful impact creative visualization has had on the members of my audiences and my private client of every ethnicity, nationality, gender, and age. I could have never imagined that 40 years after first reading it, I would be asked to write the foreword to this stunning anniversary edition of Creative Visualization, the book that opened up the whole new worlds for me and so many decades ago. Many of my friends and colleagues have also credited creative visualization for their life-changing realizations and epiphanies over the years. As my dear friend and mentor, Jack Canfield, co creator of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, shared with me recently, that book was nothing like I've ever read before. It's what got me started using visualization in my personal life and in my teachings. My assistant, a quintessential millennial, says it's her favorite book ever. And my business partner recently told me when her mom passed away at the age of 92, creative visualization was the only book on her nightstand.
So
When
can
it
you
was,
imagine
yeah,
people like Jack Canfield have used this book and created his life in such a beautiful way. He's used intertwined this in his teachings. So this book is the mother of all inventions, I would say. And it's come to us in a very beautiful time. It's unfolding to us magically just when we require it. So it's really going to help the people who've had blockages and who've not been able to visualize. So welcome to this beautiful world of creative visualization. Yes, please.
when it was first published, creative visualization was viewed as groundbreaking, provocative, and outside the ordinary. Today, it's considered to be one of the foundational works of the personal growth movement, and its concepts have gained wide acceptance in mainstream society. Olympics, athletes, business executives, students, and retirees alike use these techniques to reach their goals, manifest their dreams, and live more rewarding lives. It was the forerunner to so many offerings about our power to create, including the widely successful film and the book, The Secret, that I contributed to. Today, science is confirming the beneficial effects of visualization as science studies substantiate the power of thought to create or influence our reality. Research on the way neurons fire shows that to our brains, there's little or no difference between a powerful visualization and the actual experience.
So if any one of you wishes to know, when Amitabh Bachchan was in his all worst time low life ever, he hit a point where his company ABC had completely gotten thwarted. He was having so much of bank loans. That's when even Amitabh Bachchan read this book and it turned his life around. This book is so powerful that once you actually start doing it, it's going to be amazing. And this book is nothing but a further something of Secret. And Secret is something where Shakti Gawain has also contributed to. Unfortunately, it's not been shown too much there. A lot of edits have gone in, but you've seen the movie Secrets, and now it's time for you to read this book. Yeah, please read.
As I read this beautiful anniversary edition, I was struck by how much and at the same time how little the world has changed since that fateful day I sat under the oak tree on my college campus. In the original 1978 edition, there's a list of what most people truly want: love, fulfillment, enjoyment, satisfying relationships, rewarding work, self expression, health, beauty, prosperity, inner peace, and harmony. Although the world is outwardly a very different place in this new millennium, the things we want mostly deeply haven't changed at all. And while people can certainly use creative visualization to focus on outer goals, a new car, a fabulous job, a passionate marriage, I deeply appreciate the perspective offered in this book that a purpose-filled life, that a purpose-filled and rewarding outer life must begin with a rich inner connection to soul, source, and self.
One
Shakti,
second. What is
yeah.
source? What is source? Our parents are our source. If we are not able to give love to our parents, respect our parents, if we've not been able to forgive our parents, we are shaken. Our will always be our biological parents. So we may have been adopted by some other set of parents, but biologically, whoever you're born to, if you know them, they are your source. So even if you don't know them, if they're not alive, 1%, God forbid, then just thank them wherever they are. Forgive them for if something wrong has happened, because that's where you will grow. Your soul is most important. Your source is your parents and yourself, finally. And this book will help us create a totally purpose filled life, inner and outer. And that's what's going to begin magic. All right, let's read further.
Shakti Gawain teaches that happiness is about more than simply creating the material things you want. It's about creating a life full of meaning, spiritual richness, and abundant joy. On behalf of millions of people around the world whose lives you've touched and transformed, I thank you, Shakti, for the gift of this seminal treasure. Your words have helped us shape lives of greater peace, joy, and fulfillment. And congratulations to you, the reader, for inviting this book in your life. May its beautiful wisdom lead you to the most amazing life you can imagine. With a vision of joy, happiness, and love for you, Marcy Shimoff, author of
So,
Happy for No Reason and Chicken Soup for the Woman's Soul.
Marcy in himself is a celebrated author. And there he's writing such a beautiful foreword for such a beautiful book that will not only have joy and happiness and love, but a lot more things in our life. And it's truly a gift. It's truly a gift to 2021 that's coming our ways, because I can promise you that this book will shape up our lives into much greater happiness that we have not even stumbled upon. It's going to be the next level. Now let's read about the publisher's preface. What does he have to talk about this book? Let's read about it.
Publisher's preface. I met Shakti Gawain in Berkeley, California in 1974, when we both were in our 20s. Shakti had just spent 2 years working her way around the world, traveling overland across Europe and Asia. She had spent several months in India, and her experiences there had a deep impact on her life. We quickly discovered we had a lot in common, including a deep dedication to personal development, a fascination with integrating the spiritual and psychological wisdom of East and West, and a strong desire to make a positive difference in the world. In 1977, we co-wrote and published a little book called Reunion: Tools for Transformation. We had no capital and very little business experience. But after each small step we took, the next step became obvious. Looking back, it feels as if we were led by spirit every step of the way.
How wonderful.
In
Oh,
19
you have to put it.
yeah. In 1978, Shakti wrote her first book, Creative Visualization. We initially printed 2,000 copies of the book. We had to borrow money to pay the printing bill. I don't recall that we spent anything at all on promotion. I don't think we sent out even one review copy. But the print run sold quickly purely on word of mouth. Booksellers kept telling us that people would come in, buy a copy, and return a few days later and want 5 or 10 copies to give to their friends. The book initially sold itself. I'm sure it was because of Shakti's clear, beautiful writing as well as the solid content of the book. It was the kind of book people wanted to read and reread, the kind of book people kept in a special place and cherished for everything it had given them. It was a rare kind of book that helps people make wonderful changes in their lives. We started to get deeply touching letters from readers very soon after publication. Each one had a different story. Story after story began to pour in. One of my favorites summed up the feeling of many readers. Other self-help books I have read have made me feel as if someone was pointing a finger at me and telling me this is how it is. But Shakti took me by the hand, led me into a beautiful garden, and handed me a bouquet of flowers, one at a time, quietly, gently, and with great caring. Thank you for a beautiful book. Creative Visualization has now sold more than 6 million copies, more than 3 million in North America, and at least another 3 million throughout the world in 35 foreign editions. It has proven to be a seminal work with global influence. The book launched Shakti's career as an internationally known and loved speaker and seminar leader, and it has launched my career as a publisher as well. The book has shown us both how to visualize and create success, and the book has launched Shakti's career as an internationally known and loved speaker and a seminar leader, and it has launched my career as a publisher as well. The book has shown us both how to visualize and create success. And I am eternally grateful that Shakti had the vision and the courage to write it. It is my hope and prayer that reading Creative Visualization will help you create exactly the kind of life you want so that you're truly fulfilled, prosperous, healthy, and filled with creative energy. You hold in your hands a book that has helped a great many people improve the quality of their lives. Mark Allen.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, this book, I can tell you what it did for me. When I read this book, when I intertwined the book into my life, I've been living the life I desire. I've manifested things that I didn't that I just knew, like I wanted to get better in Rishi's business. He left it for me 2 years ago, and now it's going to be 3 in March. And I don't know how Rahul sir came, how pandemic came, how Roundtable Lady Circle had this free seminar, how that coach came. And I can tell you something, there we are over 300 students in the batch. But from day one, I've always been updated with what so my coach has taught me. And I've made no effort. It has been effortless. Why? Because manifestation is there. I can creatively visualize my life, my business. And my peers may have gone the next level with their systems and everything, but I am on an absolute optimum best. Why? What power do I have? I have these powers, which I'm sharing very openly because they are gorgeous. These books have helped millions around. So why not our Sangha? And let's see how it magically it will unfold for all of us. The third chapter now, please.
Mm.
So this is the introduction to this revised edition. And let's just hear. Yes, Ashim, I'm hoping to have my coach one day in a Sunday reflection. Yeah, I'll talk to him. So great. All right, let's read about this.
Introduction to the revised edition. It's hard for me to believe that it has been so many years since creative visualization was first published. At the time, I was 30 years old and just in the process of discovering my life's work. For a number of years, I had been an active speaker, dedicating myself to exploring Eastern philosophy and Western psychology in an attempt to discover the deeper meaning and purpose of life. Certain ideas and techniques I had learned were in fact having a profound effect on my awareness and my way of living. I'm the kind of person who, once I discover something meaningful, simply can't help telling everyone who's willing to listen. So I found myself beginning to counsel people and lead small groups and workshops teaching the concepts and exercises that were helping me solve my personal problems and expand my awareness. It occurred to me that it might be a good idea to write these things down in a little book that I could make available to my students. As I was writing the book, I experienced alternating waves of creative enthusiasm and self-doubt, thinking, who am I to write a book telling people how to find greater happiness and fulfillment in life? I'm certainly no expert. My life isn't perfect. My friend, Mark Allen, helped me to get through the rough spots, encouraging me to stop worrying about it and just focus on my creative process. We decided to publish the book ourselves, even though we had very little knowledge of publishing and even less money. Somehow we managed to get the book out there in few bookstores. The rest is history. People seemed to love the book and it sold by word of mouth. Gradually, over the next few years, it became a bestseller and continues to be very popular to this day, all over the world. I think one of the reasons for its popularity is that it is short, simple, practical, and has techniques that readers can begin using immediately and effectively. It has been extremely satisfying to receive thousands of letters telling me how much this book has helped people with specific, sometimes serious problems. I'm grateful to have been given this opportunity to contribute in this way. My work has blossomed right along with the book. For many years, I have been leading workshops all over the world, and I have written and published several other books. Creative visualization helped me find my path in life as as it has helped others. The time has come for a new revised edition. I have made relatively few changes, simply trying to clarify certain points, deepen certain concepts, and generally update it. If you are already familiar with the first edition, I hope you enjoy the changes. If this is your first experience with creative visualization, may it help you create all that your heart and soul desire. Shakti Gawain, May 2002.
So, what did you realize with this chapter that we learned? If you have the belief in yourself, in your gut feeling, it doesn't matter whether the world finances you, supports you. You do it. You do it. You spend your money, you do it. And the breakthrough will happen. If your manifestation is clear, if your creative visualization is clear, when your heart says, let's do it, just follow your heart. Because success is bound to follow you. Today, we are on whatever juncture we are. Age is just a number. where you stumble upon what in life, what concepts unfold, where you come to which foundation, which platform, you have no idea. Let life unfold. Be open and recipient and just see how it will lead you. You have no idea what's coming your way. When you are creatively there, you're visualizing, and when you're open to receiving and not blockaging your senses, you are opening doors and doors and doors to happiness, joy, and success. And may they all come our way. May all our heart and soul, whatever we desire, may everything come true, because I know it is going to come true. So let's follow this last chapter for the day, a letter to my readers. It's a very beautiful letter. Please read it as Rupal is reading for us so beautifully. Rupal, please go ahead.
A letter to my readers. Dear friends, I decided to write this book because it seemed like the best way I could think of to share with others the many wonderful things I have learned that have so deepened and expanded my experience and enjoyment of life. I do not consider myself by any means an expert on the art of creative visualization. I'm a student of the subject, and the more I study and use creative visualization myself, the more I discover how vast and deep its potential is. Truly, it is as infinitely creative as your own imagination. This book is meant as an introduction and workbook for learning and using creative visualization. Very little of the material is original to me. It's a synthesis of the most practical and useful ideas and techniques that I've learned in my personal study. My sources are many. I've included at the end a list. I've included at the end a list of recommended resources that I think you will find interesting and helpful. This book contains many different techniques. You will probably find that it works best not to try to absorb them all at once, but more gradually. I suggest that you read the book slowly, trying some of the exercises as you go along and giving yourself the chance to absorb them deeply. Or you might want to read it once through, then reread it more slowly. This book is my gift to you in love. May it be a blessing to you. May it help you bring more and more joy, satisfaction, and beauty in your life. May it nurture the light that is shining within you.
I
Enjoy.
love this. I love it. Thank you. Shakti is full of love. Shakti is also the Hindi name for power. And this beautiful lady has gifted us this beautiful book. And she says that may it bring you more and more joy, satisfaction, beauty in your life. May it nurture the light that is shining within you. So all of us have this beautiful light which is shining, and let's enjoy that. This book will be our curriculum for the next 15 days, a fortnight from now, and we'll take it very gradually. We'll do the exercises as a sangha. We'll hold each other accountable that have we done it or not, because that's how the magic will unfold. And later on, these books now, be it creative visualization, be it the mirror work, they're not supposed to be once do it books. These are life helping books. So we can keep doing these courses as and when required. So it's going to be really, really lovely. Tomorrow is the part one, and we'll unfold the magic thereafter. So thank you so much, Rupal. You were a wonderful reader as always, and I loved
Thank
hearing
you.
everything. I loved the pauses, I loved the pronunciations, I love everything about the morning. Thank you so much. Ritesh sir, let's have our heart thoughts. And after that, we'll conclude with our summary of the magic book, day one. So thank you. And um, Kuldeep ji, thank you for always being so generous with your compliments, with your gratitudes. Thank you so much. Life is going to be unfolding magically for you and Pratima ji, and for many, all of us, because people who are in the attitude of gratitude can never falter in life. Even Rajni ji, and some of you are like iconic gratitude givers. I think you're just there in the face. So thank you so much, because gratitude is an attitude we all are embracing, and it's a different culture for all of us. But yes, let's just embrace it. So, how wonderful. The book says, I deserve good in my life. That's the reason creative visualization has come in our life. So, more power to all of us. Wonderful. Some of the things we believe were never true, right? There were a lot of things we believed which were not true. They were just told by society, and we just, okay, we heard it. We never thought, we just questioned, but we never got answers. They were someone else's fears. Now, let's give ourselves a chance to examine our thoughts. Choose those that are negative, change those that are negative, because we are worth it. How wonderful, right? So we have the power to change whatever beliefs that they are, good or bad. We change them. because we are worth every single thing. Let's read I Deserve Good in My Life.
I deserve good in my life. Sometimes, when our inner messages are telling us that we are not allowed to be happy, or when we create good things in our lives and haven't changed those early messages, we will do something to thwart our happiness. When we don't believe that we deserve good, we will knock the pinnings out from under us. Sometimes, when we hurt, sometimes we hurt ourselves or have physical problems like falling or have accidents, we have to start believing that we deserve all the good life has to offer.
That's something I think a lot of us have already started believing, that our life is magical and that we deserve all the good in our life. And that whatever's getting dilly dallied, whether finding the right partner, whether finding the right body weight, whether finding the right business or this income or whatever comes our way, if it's being delayed, it's for a reason, it's for a cause. And we can change our conditioning, we can change our beliefs, and we can knock the pinings out from under us because that's how we believe, because we deserve it now. It's okay if we've hurt ourselves, it's fine if we've had physical problems, but they're just accidents and they were meant to be. So let's just grow over and let's start believing, because we are worth every single thought of ours. So more power to us and more power to Ritesh sir. Let's have the very first chapter of the magic book. Rupal, did you see the beautiful compliments your Sangha Mitras are sharing for
Yes,
you?
I
So,
actually took screenshots.
how sweet. Yeah, they are treasures and they're absolutely wonderful and they're heartwarming. And I hope that you'll be continuous, otherwise, I'll become a Hitler.
No, I'm very happy to be continuous now.
Yeah, no, I know because the others I followed up and they were just not sure at all. So they had to go. But I'm glad that, you're meant to be here. It's lovely. So, okay, this magical book, we are going to express our gratitude every now and then. And John F. Kennedy says, as we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. So if we say something, it's great, but to live by them is the most important. This book is going to be from today, 28 days from now. We're going to be practicing beautiful design, beautiful practices every single day. A lot of them will become life transforming. A lot of them will become permanent in your life, and you will be captivated day in, day out by how much they're making your life different, by how much they're changing your life. And they're such simple ones that they are amazing and they come with a lot of knowledge. So again, a nivedan, a request to every one of you, please read this book before you come. So today we're just doing the magical book chapter. Sir, can you please change? And then we'll read the first chapter. So you have to first read and come. So I hope you've read this chapter. It's very fast. It's just nothing. It's very, very clear. This book has given us exactly what we want. So we'll just quickly go through them. 28 days of magical practices. Each magical practice is a wealth of secret. They have teachings which are designed in a fashion that we can intertwine them in our daily life very, very effortlessly. The first 12 practices will be using the magical power of gratitude. So that's great that we will be learning how to say thank you. And the magic is all about giving, the magic is all about receiving. So, first we give gratitude and then we receive blessings. Then we talk about the next 10 days. So, whatever we have desired in our life, whatever dreams we have, it will help us manifest those because they will be able to make our dreams come true. And we will certainly see a lot of changes in our life. And the last six practices are they take the game of life to the next level. Why? Because every part of our body, we have trillions of cells in our body, and they will be saturated with gratitude. And then our mind and body will be automatically moving. And in these days, we would have done creative visualization and we would have moved on to the power of subconscious mind. So you will realize that your journey is becoming enhanced every step. And you don't have to have even if you're traveling, it's fine. You're doing whatever, it's fine. If we miss a day, then we've lost the momentum. So I would request you all not to miss a single day. And if you miss a day, we go back 3 days. Remember, three is the number of creation. So if you miss one day, you go back 3 days. So why do you want to do that? Again, do the 3 day practice and come back here and again catch up. So please do it every day. This should become like the minute the way you brush morning, evening, or morning only. Similarly, you have to do this practice once a day. You cannot skip it, is what I request you. So we also, this book always advocates reading the next day's practice one day prior, which we will anyways be doing, because when you come in the morning, you're coming prepared after having read it. So let's change the book. So the dreams are going to continue. We will read about this. You've already read about this. We will discuss this in the conclusion. What happens after 28 days? A lot of us will already intertwine this in our lives. So what are our dreams? Our idea is to write down. We've done this actually before, so we needn't read this again because we've read this. So we've all, in our manifestations, in our dreams, we've all spoken about what our dreams are all about. We've detailed, written them down under the 10, 12 categories of our every single thing about our job, about whatever we want. We've written them down in clarity. So let's flip the book. Yeah. So whatever we want to do, we just write about it. Whether we want to travel, whether we want this kind of a weight in our body, whether we want this kind of a skin, this kind of hair, this kind of business, this kind of income, whatever we want, that kind of that bungee jumping or that parachute gliding, whatever we want, we want and we will get it. All thing is we have to just strongly write them down in our journal. And a lot of you have your journals. So you have the dream journal, right? It says dreams and takeaways. Please leave a good substantial first 10 pages or first 12, 15 pages clean. Write down per category. So there are categories here. And if you look at Shakti Given's book, there were 10 categories there. So whatever your personal goals are, divide them and write them down. Clearly write them down what you want. Now it comes with your health and body, because that's everything. Everyone wants a particular body image. They want a particular health thing. Remember, health is wealth. So if you're talking about a body, always talk about your health. There's no point of being a beautiful 36, 24, 36, or whatever your dynamics you wish to be, and curvaceous and sexy, or like a hunk with wider shoulders and a narrow torso or whatever. Until you have good health, you have to be healthy. So your health and body is required. Your career and work, it could be whatever you wish to do with your life. Your money, how much money you want, what kind of relationships are you looking at? Do they have to be thriving, or however your personal desires? If you want to buy a yacht, a aircraft, a company, whatever you want to buy, your personal desires could be anything, right? They could be apart from financial. They could be whatever. They could be materialistic things that you wish to acquire. That I want a beach house here in maybe Bora Islands, whatever. And then just add these things down in each category. There could be more categories coming your way. If you look at Shakti Given's book, there were 10 she mentioned. So you see what works for you, write them down clearly, give a definite direction that where you want to head in your life. This will be enhancing every day when we read the book with Shakti Given. So just this is a very basic stuff for you to write. And I can tell you that your excitement and thrilling level will be the next level, because you're on life's adventure. The adventure of life has begun now. Your game of life has begun. You've lived how many ever years you've lived your life, but now it's going to be a beautiful journey. So let's read now further. Okay, so day 1 is about counting our blessings. Remember, blessings are the most important in life. If you look at the left picture, what is it? You have magic in the air. There's a journal, there's a pen. You have to just write them down. Have your cup of tea in the morning. If you want, start having flowers in your room. Flowers add a little, they add a beautiful thing. So have maybe 1 flower or 2 flowers wherever you write. Because flowers are a sense of, you can just pick up a flower when you're walking in the garden, or maybe you have a terrace, or maybe you have a garden in the house. Flowers add a lot of value. Have your cup of tea, whatever. Start writing in the morning. Morning is the best time to write your reflections, your blessings. So when I started counting my blessings, my whole life turned around. Willie Nelson says this is singer and he's a songwriter. So you can mute yourself if you wish, my dear friend Rupal, because I'm going to be just giving a summary now. So thank you for your reading. You were absolutely brilliant. So thank you so much once again. So we have heard a lot of people, they talk about counting our blessings, and now we will start that. Every small little thing that comes our way, we are going to be thankful for it. It may not be perfect, but we are thankful. So Kirti and Kiran, Get back in the moment. I know uncle, auntie may be around, your parents may be around, whoever. I mean, I don't know how to address them. So please get back. And it's just about half hour more, not even that much. So just please, thank you. Because I don't want you to miss on this most important part. So thank you so much. So if you're not grateful for your job, so for example, if you want to change your job, you're not very happy. First, you have to count our blessings in this present job. There is something which is good here. We have to count our blessings and be thankful for that. Let's change the page, sir. So we have to just write, and you have to just write our blessings. That's what we have to do. Don't fall in the trap of saying, okay, this job isn't so great. Okay, what do I write about? Ah, the boss is so crooked. Don't think about that. We will be intentionally writing only the positive things about our life. If there are negative people in life, we're not going to think about them because we don't want that, right? We're just going to talk about all things good. Better to lose count while naming your blessings than to lose your blessings to counting your troubles. So don't go on the flip side. Babcock has told us very, very clearly this. So if you are in the pursuit of counting your blessings, please stick to that. Please stick to naming your blessings only. Don't get sidetracked and don't start talking about your negatives because that's not going to happen. First thing in the morning or as early in the day as you can, count your blessings. You can write out your list by hand, type it in a computer, or use a special book or journal and keep all of your gratitude in one place. That is the reason why I've given you the gratitude journal. Even if you're one note person or if you're some other, into apps, try and write because that book will become a blessing book for you. So keep energizing that book. It's already energized by the beautiful moon. So please write there and start counting your blessings. Similarly, now how do we write them? So she's given us her idea about writing. And of course, let me once again tell you, the most the most famous people in the globally have at least expressed gratitude 100 times a day. That gets you going. That gets you going. So how do you write? I'm truly blessed to have this because the reason is extremely important. So if I say I'm thankful to my family, I say because they're so loving, because they're so accommodating or whatever. That because has to be important. That reason is very important. From today onwards, I will be sharing my gratitude journal as well. So will you all. So I can just tell you one thing. Our Facebook page is meant to share our gratitude, meant to share our reflections, our takeaways. It's great as a group if you're doing it. It's great individually if you're doing it. It's even better. So if individually you're doing it, say Gitika is on my screen right now. She shares her one page of gratitude. She shares her one or two pages of reflections, and shares her two pages of affirmations. She shares it every morning. Then somebody else shares. Somebody else shares. What is the role of the angel? It's not to post those 5 or 10 things together every day on the group. It's to ensure that her friends have posted that on the Facebook group. Just a reality check. You're the angel to check the people have posted. You don't have to post it yourself. Also, this is very important to share. Sharing is caring. So gratitude writing is important and we're going to be sharing it. So now if you're writing, I'm so happy and grateful for this beautiful, getaway because I felt rejuvenated. So you write the reason and you write what you're thankful for. There are many examples like this. And at the end, once you finish writing, if you've begun with grateful, thankful, it's fine. I always end with thank you. And in the end, I always write thank you thrice. Thank you for the past, thank you for the present, and thank you for the future. And if you wish to thank anybody that who's in your life important, like I always thank the universe, I always thank my Sai, I always thank my angels. So you can thank anybody else if you wish to. It's always nice to thank. So she says, when you get to the end of each blessing, say the magical words 3 times. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So once you write the 10 blessings, you read them and you feel the thanks again. You feel it with emotions. Wow, it truly was magical. That meal was amazing. The getaway was amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you're not writing thank you, thank you, thank you thrice in every sentence. You're just saying it out loud when you're reading it again. So I hope you're clear. If you're not clear, you can again visit the chapter because it's all about empowering ourselves. To help you feel more gratitude, you can be grateful to the universe, God, spirit, goodness, life, your greater self, or any other concept you're drawn to. When you direct gratitude towards something or someone, Ritesh sir, change the page. You will feel even more gratitude and you'll get more powerful. There'll be more magic that you'll be creating, and somehow or the other, life will become substantially great. If you have some kind of symbols that you believe in, like, you can always go abide by the energy, like, the sun gives me energy, and you can be grateful towards him. Like, I'm very grateful to the sun and the moon both. Why the sun? So for me, Prachi means east. It means enlightenment, from where the sun was every day it takes place. And like, it's born in east and goes and it sets in west. Similarly, the moon, because I believe in the moon and her energy. So for me, these two symbols are very beautiful. So if you have any kind of universal symbols of sources of goodness, focus on them and be grateful to them also. For me, sun and moon is also about a circle of life. One day, like a day gets over, a night comes, a night get over, a day comes. So that's how I also go with it. Now, the practice of counting our blessings is super simple, super powerful, and it alters our life. Undoubtedly. I can tell you how my life has been magical for a long time, but I don't know. I just feel that 2019, me, Luke Cotino made this Sangha, the gratitude, not sung, but yeah, in a way, it's a gratitude group on a Facebook page. And I just joined it immediately. And it changed my life. It just changed my life because I started writing gratitude every day. But the group is about sharing 3 gratitudes every single day. It just changed my life. And little did I know that I will be advocating all of these learnings by these beautiful masters, coaches. With all of you, I'll be sharing them. So it's wonderful. Gratitude opens the universe for you. So please remember that if you are not grateful, I think all of you are, but if many of you are not, you can start with just thanking your ears, nose. We do that every morning, right? A body scan, we thank our body. So maybe you can begin with that. But the idea is to start sending your gratitude out to the universe. Subjects for gratitude are many: health and body, work success, money, relationships, passions, happiness, love, life, nature, mother nature, material goods, any subject of your choosing. All right, let's flip the page. And believe you me, you will feel better, happier every morning because your mornings will be gratitude soaked. So you're going to be loving it. So it'll change your life, it'll make you happier. And one beautiful thing is, if you feel the emotion, not writing organically affirmations and your gratitudes, you realize you'll become a less critic. You criticize less, you complain less, you count your blessings much more. You'll become a better human beings. Your wives, your spouses, husbands, or your children will say you've changed into a better leaf. So you're much, much nicer. And gradually, start slow, start small, and you'll become large and you'll grow larger and larger, and your life will become great. So, what do we do today? Let's read this. Magic practice number 1: count your blessings. The very first thing in the morning, this is morning for us after we end, make a list of 10 blessings in your life you're grateful for. So remember, when we were doing Louis Hay, we were doing the first thing we were doing the meditation, right? I think you were all doing it. So now you write the affirmations. Also, we log in at about 5:15 till 5:25, and we start the session at 5:30. That's also a good time to listen to the beautiful piano music, the staccato, and then write your gratitude. You decide your time, write it there, start writing at least there, and then continue. Write why you're grateful for each blessing. Go back and read your list, either in your mind or out loud. When you get to the end of each one, say the magic words: thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel the gratitude for that blessing as much as you possibly can. Repeat the first 3 steps. So, what do we do? For each blessing, we are saying thank you. We're counting the blessings in our life. It could be generic thing in our life. So I do a previous day scan. You could do anything in your life. Today, even because I will be writing. So let's just, I haven't written them because today I woke up a little late. So I will be writing them now. So it's supposed to be for life, but you can do a previous day scan or whatever you come. So whatever comes to your mind, write that out. Say thank you at the end of each sentence once you read it again. Repeat these first 3 steps for your life. She says for the next 27 days, I say for your life. Let this become a part. Count your 10 blessings every single morning, and life is going to be really, really magical. So thank you to everyone for being a part of this morning session. It's 6:39, well in time. We've done our 4 books, and this is commendable how the universe unfolds and how it just makes us guide and keep us in time. Let's start with the meditation. Let's close our eyes, feet firmly placed on the ground or cross-legged. Our back straight, and we are comfortably placed. We are definitely more comfortable than we were 5 minutes ago. Life is magical. Life is a celebration. Life is a blessing. The more blessings we count, the more magical our life becomes. The more blessings we count, the more we can celebrate our life, because life is nothing and everything. Let's not take our life so seriously. Let's have fun. Let's invite in a child every day. Let him or her play. Let them discover who they are. Let's love ourselves unconditionally. Let's practice what makes us grow, what makes our soul grow. Let's realize that life is beautiful and we are the creators. We have this beautiful journal, the Dream Journal, and we write all our dreams down. And how wonderful it will be to tick off the bucket list. We've done this, accomplished. And yes, we are on the path of creating our life. Every morning we affirm. Every morning we write some beautiful heart thought. Every morning we create something very meaningful, powerful for us. The mirror work may be over, but we may have learned some beautiful affirmations for our self-growth. Let's write those affirmations because life is magical. We may want to write the affirmation 7 times or 21 times, or maybe even once. It's fine. It's a world of thoughts. Henceforth, we will write as much as we are comfortable. It's not to show to the others, it's to tell ourselves that I am on the right path. A right path to discover myself, my life, my well-being. And so it is. Every morning we wake up with gratitude. Every morning we extend our knowledge bank much more. We learn something about our body. We learn something about our soul. We learn something about our mind. It's a holistic growth every single day. At the end of the day, our Sangha holds us strong, accountable, whether we've done it or not. And now, we are responsible. We know we have to do it, and we do it. We give ourselves a minimum half an hour of reflection time. I believe an hour is required. But if we can't, half an hour is minimum that we do. And life is beautiful because we are writing our life, page by page, day by day. And we're waiting at the end of the day to see the magic unfold. Let's start believing in life. Let's live life. Yes, life may not have been easy, but we have our little demons inside us. We're working on controlling them, telling them to just go, leave us, because we are the power. And so it is, so it is, so it is. Let's roll our heads towards Mother Earth. Thank you, Mother Earth, for grounding me, for making me humble, for just making me who I am. Compassionate, kind, loving, caring, generous, open-minded and open-hearted. You add your qualities, your earthy qualities to each one of us. And you've made us into better people. And I know that each day, each one of us is becoming better and better. Thank you for grounding us, for allowing our roots to grow in you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's bring our heads at the eye level and thank our life for the wonderful experiences we've learned, lived, and grown with. We are remarkable, and this is the way we will always be because each one of us is inspirational. We inspire the others with our learnings. And the best part is, we are unlearning so many things. We've stopped controlling people. We've started living the life. We don't control our staff, our family, people around us because we realize that the more respect we seek is only after the more love we give. It's a world of love, and we are ever so thankful to our life experiences. Today we are who we are because of it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's look above the heavens and thank our universe by hugging it. One tight hug. We know you have our back. Thank you, Cosmos. Thank you, Divinity. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guardians. We know you're looking over us and we're truly blessed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's bring our hands back at the heart level, energize our hand for rubbing them so beautifully, generating energy. Let's energize our face, our eyes, with the creative visualization henceforth, our nose for the smell, our ears for the sound, our mouth for the voice, our tongue, our teeth, our saliva for the digestion, our jawline, our scalp, our hair, our head, our brain for restructuring, reprogramming, reconditioning, unlearning, and learning. Our esophagus, our neck, our shoulders, upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrist, hands, fingers, thumb, nails, upper back, lower back, middle back, hips, spinal cord, our lungs, feel our heartbeat and thank it for the coherence of the brain. We believe that we can and we are reconditioning and are setting our lives beautifully. Our liver under our right breast, our stomach under our left breast, the intestines, large and small, and the stomach that's rolled over the intestines. We bless that too. Our excretory system for detoxing, our sexual parts that give us pleasure, our thighs that hold our weight, front and back, our knees making us flexible, our calves, front and back, for giving us the power, our ankles, our feet, our toe fingers and nails. Let's come back at the heart level and thank our beautiful body for the gift of health, our trillions of cells, our muscles, our tissues, our fibers, our blood circulation system, and our skin. Thank you for the gift of health. And let's bring our hands once again. Let's invite the love and the blessings from our heart directly into the middle of our palms. And let's open our blessings to our Sangha. For the more we give, the more we get. Let each of our Sangha members complete their dream life, live the life of their dreams. Let the journey enrich them every single day, and so it is. Lots of blessings, lots of love to each one of you, my dear Sangha members. Salish, Sangeeta, Radhika, Archana, Shalu, Vichita, Meenakshi, Shilpa, Kuldeep ji, Shraddha, Priyal, Archana, Nisha, Rupal, Poonam, Pramilaji, Reema, Mehak, Sudha, Rupal, Monica, Mudita, Gitika, Ashima, Sunita, Dipali, Richa, Kiranmai, Shelly, Payal, Kirti, Kashni, Kainath, Sapna, Achal, Nitika, Neha, Harpreet, Ankita Nakshe, Amisha, Othupriti, Shweta, Anika, Kavita, Anjuji, Neelam, Reena, Reema, Alifya, Akshay, Arushi. Lots of your cameras are off, but lots of love to everyone, to Ritesh sir also. Thank you, Manish. Lots of blessings to every single person who's here. And thank you for all your love. I think I'm an absolutely blessed soul to get so much of your love. I don't know what I did so much to deserve it, but I swear every time I read your gratitude or your thank you, I just feel that I don't know what I've done right, but something must have gone right because I'm soaking in your love and your blessings. And I'm really grateful to each one of you, my dear souls, friends. So, an Atma Namaste to each one of you. When I say Atma Namaste, I only think of Rupal. Yesterday, I was talking to Neha and I had a couple of conversations with a couple of you. So, when you have worries, I can tell you something, I'm there with you. But the idea is to empower each one of you. You want to share your worries? I'm here. But let's realize that we are here to find the power in us. We're not even a month into our 4-month journey. So give yourself time, but your emails are welcome, your WhatsApp messages are welcome. Last night, I wanted to tell you all, especially the group members of Sudha Mani, she is having some personal battles. So hopefully we'll see her soon. I'm on the verge of talking to her. She messaged very late at night last night, 9 o'clock. So I'm not such a late WhatsApp seer, but I did communicate. But then I switched off because I had to be with my daughters and I believe in my timeline. So I will be speaking to her today and hopefully everything should be sorted. So I really, really hope that things are going to get better. Meanwhile, today Sneha has joined us or not yet? Ritesh sir, Sneha will be joining us. I don't know why she's not here. Please talk to Amrita ma'am because she was supposed to be here with us. And as I said, that Sweta is out. So Sweta will be replaced in her group with Sneha. Okay, highly grateful and thankful to you, Prachi, from the core of my heart for introducing us to this life transforming books as they are bringing massive change in my life. And I bring out the person who I was quite a few years ago. I lost that person within myself. Your sessions are sincerely profound and powerful, and I made me to connect with my original self. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Anjuji, for these beautiful sharings. I'm grateful to you for sharing, and I'm thankful to each one of you for your love. Truly grateful to Asangha for every single thing. I'm loving your reflections, and thank you so much. You wrote your dream journal when we did the magic book. Should I write them again? No, you're not supposed to write it again, Shilpa. You've done your dream journal, you've written them down, but I hope it's in a new journal because you need. Okay, so you're waiting for your journals. Please wait for your journals. Absolutely, it's fine. Okay, I like the line. Don't take the life so seriously. Have fun. Yeah, life is meant to have fun, Shelly. And you're blessed with three beautiful children, so you should have a lot of fun. You have the creation. Okay, great. And all right, for the divine back session. Okay, great. Yes, Kirti will work about Sudha, don't you worry. Tomorrow, Sunday reflections. Ankita and Akshay, actually, tomorrow, I'm actually hoping for a very beautiful family lunch. And I'm kind of twisted between the fact that should I continue my commitment for 11 o'clock tomorrow or should I go for a family break? So I and Shweta are still procrastinating. So just give us a couple of hours and we'll kind of do it. Tomorrow, we may take a break. So, yeah. All right, then. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, I wish to go for a family break. But let's see. Angel and Guardian, no need to post everyone's gratitude and affirmation. I'm posting them for all. Can they share of their own? And we have to watch over them. That's it, Pretty. Yes. We should empower our friends to take up responsibility. And let's just see what's going to work our way. And I'm sure. Okay, Ritesh, so thank you. I'll send to Sneha today and she'll join tomorrow. But do give her today's session because we don't want her to miss out today's session. So Atma Namaste, love, light, and abundance to each one of my co-sangha, to my co-seekers, lots of love. See you tomorrow morning at 5:30. Lots of love. Thank you, Ritesh sir. Thank you, Sanjay sir. Thank you, Amrita ma'am and Shweta. Thank you, thank you, thank you.